Hello, everybody. My name is Steve Tempesta. I'm here joined today with my partner in crime today, Kevin Johnson. We're at the Ice Center in Salem, New Hampshire for a big Division I matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs, currently ranked first place, and the Salem Blue Devils, currently ranked second place. So this is a really, really challenging matchup for both teams. Kev, what do you like in this game today?
Well, like you said, this is going to be an amazing game. Both teams are undefeated. The only reason Salem's behind Bedford is because they have a tie. But this is going to be a great game. It's going to be a battle right to the end. The one thing I did notice about this game, Salem has a pretty small roster. Bedford's got 4 lines that are always able to compete. So if Bedford can take it to them and keep the body up and keep playing physical, I think they'll be able to wear down this Blue Devils team and gain a little advantage from that.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I think this is going to be a good matchup for both teams. I know that Salem, I spoke to a few folks over the course of the day that one of their players is back who's had an injury, one of their top defensemen. So we're going to see a good player from them back in action. So that's good for Salem. Both teams are fighting for home ice advantage during the first round of the playoffs here. So it's a really important matchup today. Bedford needs to come out strong. Again, the last game, your dad and I were doing the game together, and they jumped out on them and scored a goal real early. So that would be another just important thing for Bedford to get out there and continue just their presence on the ice in the first few minutes of the game and score quick. I think that's really what separates Bedford from a lot of the other teams. So should be a good game today. Quick mention while we're up here. We're going to see a couple of different ice views, I guess, today. We're brought to you by Castle Hill Sports today, and we're going to have an above ice view that you're looking at right at the moment. We're also going to have an on ice view, probably trying to catch some of the goaltender action here down low. Also, just a quick mention, Mike Courier asked me to mention that we might go dark in between periods. Apparently, we don't have a power outlet here, so we're working on battery power, which is totally fine. But if we do go out for a moment or two, don't mind that. We'll be back. We're just going to be changing out batteries, that's all. So just a couple housekeeping items there, Kev. But getting ready for the starting lineups today and then a national anthem, and then we're getting ready for drop of the puck. I'm excited, Kev. Are you excited for this game?
Oh, this is going to be a great game. I'm really excited for this one. I've been looking forward to this for a while now, since both these teams have been clearly at the top of the division along there with Memorial. But these two teams definitely putting together quite a good contest today.
Well, I'm excited. I've been looking. I circled this one on the on the schedule not too long ago. I must admit that the Bulldogs are at 8-0 or that's not exactly where I thought they would be at this point in time. But being at the top of the heap is really exciting to watch. So I'm pretty excited for this squad today.
Yeah, moving from last year, lost quite a good amount of seniors. I think it was 12 or 13 seniors. I mean, this Bedford team was just absolutely torn apart over the offseason. And for them to come out and move up from D2 to D1 and be able to still be a dominant force in this league is just unbelievable.
Well, it's a real good testament. And Kev, you were on that team last year. That team was just solid, top to bottom. There were no weak spots in that lineup at all, and exciting from every standpoint. What I've seen from this is a real solid junior varsity team last year as well. That just those players just stepped right into this role and accepted the challenge. So it's exciting. From what I gather from talking to folks around the state with some of the other teams, that this Salem team has been pegged as the #1 team all season long. So this team's a good team. Solid, good team. I heard their power play is top-notch.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be in Bedford's best interest to stay out of the penalty box as much as humanly possible. Bedford's had a pretty good power play, but I don't think it's anything compared to what this Blue Devils team can bring to the table. So if Bedford can stay out of the box, they're going to be able to compete pretty well. Likewise for Salem, they don't want to get in the box too much because Bedford does have a strong power play.
Well, pretty exciting game today. Good crowd here. A lot of representation from Salem. They have a good student section right down in front of us. A lot of fans still piling in. What I heard just a few moments ago is that Bedford also has a couple of younger teams. They have an 8th and 7th grade team and a 7th and 6th grade team. We started a 5th grade team, and apparently the 5th grade team has a game right after this. So I might stick around for a few minutes to catch a few minutes of that action. But all right, we're going to get the national anthem. We'll be right back in one moment.
Yeah, one thing I thought about during that national anthem that we didn't mention in the pre-broadcast is that Salem has a pretty big home ice advantage here. Not just the fact that it's a home rink, but this isn't your average size rink. This is an Olympic size rink. So there's a lot more room out there, and Salem playing here every home game, I think has a significant advantage when it comes to that point. So Bedford's going to have to be able to match their speed in order to keep up with the expanded amount of ice.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Kevin. That's a really important fact. The same thing holds true when you play against Central or not Trinity, but Memorial when you play them at the JFK, and that's the home of the semifinal games. You know, that rink is just small. There's no neutral zone, where here it's totally different. It's a 200 by 100 foot surface. It's huge. This rink is huge. So it just makes a difference. The fatigue factor will definitely come into play for both teams.
Definitely.
But a very, very good point. I know that when I played my men's games here, I was very saddened by every time we played on the Olympic surface.
Yep, believe me, I'm a ref now, and every time I get assigned games here, I always pray to God it's the NHL rink. And
always.
90% of the time, it is not.
It is not. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? It gets it gets the heart rate going. So, and here we go, getting ready for the drop of the puck. And winning the faceoff, Griffin Gagne back. Brett Silva, D to D, cross. Out, trying to just tip into the zone is Tyler Gamble. Brett Silva just putting a big hit already onto folks from one of the players there from Salem. This should be a pretty physical game today. In the corner, Chase Valancourt looking for the puck, playing the body. Griffin, 2-on-2 in the corner, down below the goal line. Out with the puck comes Salem. Quick pass out front, off the stick. Alec able to hold the post right there. Very nice play by the goaltender. Brett Veyu takes a big hit right there. Holds his ground. Sends it back in. And out comes Nate John. Puts a good hit on the player from Salem as well. Oh, quick change in lines. Boy, it's very difficult changing lines here in the at the Salem. Both rinks, both benches are right next to each other. It just makes it very difficult. The bodies get clogged up at the doors. It's a very difficult changing of the lines. Nice little dump in, waved off. Icing is waved off into the corner. Goes Drew Conley. Nice back check right there by the center, number 2. Donato Tempesta out with the puck. Looks like we're going to, oh, no icing again. Waved it off. Cam Blaisdell goes down hard. Looking, putting a body on someone behind the net. Number 12 from Salem, Alex Zanini. Nate John able to keep the puck in deep. Drew Conley trying to keep it in deep. Can't. Out comes the puck. Salem challenging the play. Alec Lindbergh, nice save right there. Nice play right there. I believe that was number 2, Cody Susi, coming out of the corner and just beat the forward and the defenseman. Kev brought it right to the net. That was a nifty play.
Yeah, he had some speed on him. The defenseman got caught a little flat-footed and really couldn't keep track of where he was going. And he was able to burn right around and get a pretty good shot on Lindbergh there.
A little confusion here by the Salem Blue Devils. They're waving guys on, pointing guys out, kicking guys, making guys stay. A little confusion. They get it all right. The referees get it all right here. And the drop of the puck.
So one thing I was hearing earlier is that Asa Palker will not be playing in the first 2 periods of this game.
That's a big loss right there for Bedford. He's one of the stronger players. Like Alex Abad and number 9, I believe that is right there, Matthew Papalorado, got their helmets stuck. I don't think they were trying to get away from each other, but their masks sort of got stuck in each other. That happens on occasion.
Yeah. Not really sure what happened, but it looked like they were tangled up somehow.
Quickly, Jay Roberto up to Jacob Rio. Rio looking for McDonough. McDonough's stepping in. Had a nice game last game we played, and a beautiful assist to Nace John. So McDonough getting a little extra time today. Jay Roberto working the puck in the corner, keeping the play alive. Got to really be careful here, pinching in at the blue line. You got to have forwards really back checking, Kev. The ice surface is just way too big. People get wide, they just get loose, and it chip pucks, and next thing you know, it's a breakaway.
Oh yeah, it happens a lot at this rink. It's tough to. Lindbergh getting hit there a little bit, but this rink it's tough to be able to manage the ice surface and keep people in check.
So out with the puck, looking for a long pass and be able to dump it in. Salem racing hard after that puck. I think we're going to see a lot of this, just long passes, looking for long breaks for both sides, not just one or the other, that's for sure. But I think Salem definitely will have the advantage in that regard. Here comes Tyler. Tyler's looking for somebody out front, tosses it to the net. Griffin Gagne looking for someone out front, opts to circle back behind the net, cycles it over to Tyler Gamble. Gamble down low, back to Gagne. Gagne out front, quick pass, couldn't connect though. There was a nifty pass right there to Brett Vayu. Nice block right there by 17, Paul. And oh my goodness, Antiquia. I'll have to practice that one in a minute.
Koyak, I think, right? Yeah.
Oh my. I'm pretty good with names. This one, not so much. I'm gonna have to work on that one. Brett Vayu to the boards, able to keep it in. Stepping on the ice right here. Colin Voloshin making a challenge. Out with the puck. Donato Tempesta lost it in the skates of the referee. And firing it back into Salem, looking for a quick change. You really should be sending the forward out high. Nate John. Quickly into the zone, not able to get it deep. Stepping into the play, just slowing somebody down. Drew Conley out front, tossing the puck over the net. And able to get it out of the zone off a deflection. Bedford quickly back in. Far boards. Chipping the puck out. Matt Musgrave. It looks like Salem, this is their game, which is a very good choice. You know, being able to just chip the puck out. Can they get it out? They go D to D and set it back in, Kev. It's a real effective method to really wear down the defense from Bedford.
Yeah, and that's what Salem's going to have to do if they want to be able to get Bedford to make some mistakes. They're going to have to force Bedford to make the mistakes rather than trying to force the plays themselves.
Nice little dump in. Look, blocked at the blue line. Jay Roberto able to pick up that loose puck to the corner. Looking to cycle back to the D. Firing it wide, Nate John looking for a little spin around. Behind the net, just dumped for his troubles right there, McDonough. Matt Giroux just sending it back in deep behind the net. Again, both teams settling for that play. It's a real good play. Again, it's just trying to establish some sort of momentum here at this point. Real even play, nothing really special. Both teams having some small chances. But any little bounce on net, as we've seen in the past, is a good bounce, right? And in comes shot just wide. Shot by number 16, Aiden Breen. Circling back. Ooh, right into the skates of a...
That was close.
That was close. It hit a skate that might have been too many men on the ice, but again, with those benches, the doors are so close to each other there for both teams. It's hard to make changes. I think you know, you as a referee, you probably get it, but I think referees understand that and maybe don't call it all the time.
Yeah, that was a close one. He was right at the door. I mean, technically.
Oh, here's a break right here. Number 20. Shot wide. But tell you, Alec played that one really, really well. So sorry to interrupt you, Kev. Continue.
No, I was just saying that when it's really close like that, if you haven't called any penalties in the game, that's a really weak call to make as your first call, a borderline delay game. So, yeah, it's all about managing the game.
Well, we got 7:26 left in the first period. Not many whistles in this game. This has just been a back and forth type of a game, type of a style of a game. And this really goes to the big surface. Lots of space, lots of room to skate. Not a lot of big collisions. Players able to move without the puck. So, but Salem with their first real big chance there. Number 20, Jared Carlson sends that puck wide. That was a beautiful play. Oh, what a tip right there. Number 15 in. Again, Alex stands tall. What a nice play. And it's a 3-on-2 coming out. Blaisdell unable to connect on that puck. Nate John looking for someone out front. Just trying to get a shot on net. Well, the last two big chances here have gone the way of Salem. They're really taking
another one.
They're really making a name for themselves right now. Really outplaying the Bulldogs in the last, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds. It's really a big deal. So sending that puck in, looking for a change. A couple Bedford players go off. One Bedford player's challenge, Cam Blaisdell. Stepping in on the play, Alex Abad. Quick shot, glove save, tip, looking for another one. Fantastic play by the number 4 on defense, able to just glove that wide. Number 4, Jake Burns, a real nice play defensively. And again, here come the Bulldogs challenging aggressively. Nice play, Alex Abad, real soft hands at the blue line. Plays the boards to himself and then fires it back in. A great pass again by Salem. They have really worked that far, long ice pass, Kevin. That's one that they're going to have to really pay attention to.
Yeah, I'm sure Marty's going to talk to him about that and say, like, hey, guys, look, they're sending a cherry picker. You got to stay back and make sure you got that guy covered because they're not doing that job right now.
Well, it's an effective play. You have the wide ice. You got a little extra room out there. That 15 feet makes a big difference. And able to just take it and let the guy go wide. If you stay outside the dots, and by the dots, I mean the face-off circles. If you stay outside of those wide, you can really get a good pass wide and stretch your opposition, in which they've done effectively a couple times for chances.
Yeah, they're definitely using their home ice to their advantage.
Very, very much so. A little offsides. So 5:13 remains in the first period. So far, so good. Good game, 0-0. I would say at this point, I'd probably put a little bit in favor of Salem, just getting the chances. Both teams working hard in the neutral zone, just Salem's had a couple more chances.
Yeah, they've had the chances, but I think Bedford's had more of the time spent in the offensive zone. They've established more of a offensive attack, but they haven't quite gotten the chances off of that attack.
I agree wholeheartedly. Very nice forecheck right there. Brett Silva challenging the play. Brett Silva on the offensive side of the puck and challenged a defender coming around the net. Took a puck clean, actually. Tried to get a play out front to Brett Vayu, but couldn't. So I was looking at the roster here from Salem, Kev. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seniors on a roster of 15. This is a pretty heavy senior-laden team. I think that's probably why they're, ranked right now at the top of the Division I. Solid club. They're probably dressing a few of their JV guys. They got a full 20-man roster across the way. But senior heavy right now on a team that's a very talented team. So I peg the Salem team to be in it for the long haul for sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. They definitely got a good program here. It's just interesting to see what would happen once you lose all these seniors. Everyone thought Bedford was going to struggle this year after losing their entire team last year, but they've proved that that's not the case. They came out and brought pretty much their entire JV team up and are still a serious contender. So Salem might be able to pull that same thing.
I agree. Well, fortunately for Bedford, last season, it starts really in the back of the net there. The netminder, Alec Lindbergh, he really split a lot of time last season with Stevie, and for Marty, it was a wise decision. Stevie as the senior, And they split time, and Alec really grew as a goaltender, and real good job last year. You know, winning all the games. They went undefeated. So you start back to the netminder. Alex having a great season this year as well. So as a junior, so we get him for one more year. So it's really important.
Yeah, and you also got to look up at the backup, Eric Voloshin. He's just a phenomenal player. He's such a talented. He's a freshman, already on varsity. This kid's got a bright future, and once Lindbergh leaves, he's going to be a star goalie. I
agree. You know, he's a talent to make the team as a freshman. It's impressive, that's for sure. Another nice play, able to go across the ice on his pads right there. Alec able to just stifle any opportunity that the Salem's had. Just a bouncy puck, no one able to really get control of it behind the net. Salem at the blue line, looking to dump it in. At the blue line, trying to hold it in. Tempesta couldn't do so. Fires the puck in. Salem trying to get it out, looking for a long pass again, keeping a guy at the blue line. Number 2, a real nice defensive play right there. Salem 2, 3, 4 chances right in a row. Alec just standing tall right there. What a nice play.
Yeah, he's earning his pay for the week.
Oh boy, he sure is. Nice job at the blue line again, just sending pucks in, a little offsides call.
Yeah, Lindbergh has just looked phenomenal in this. He's stopped at least 5 or 6 amazing chances by Salem. And he's just playing on his head for some defensive lapses in Bedford's game, whether they're not used to the long ice, but Salem's sending that kid up to the blue line every time, and it doesn't seem like they're really covering him very well.
Well, they just seem to be stretching. That stretch pass is really effective at the moment, and until Bedford figures out what to do defensively against that stretch pass, it's going to continue. Nice move at the blue line. Jay Roberto able to avoid a big collision there. Keeping it in. In comes McDonough. McDonough with the puck. Keeps it on the half wall. Back D. All the way back to Alex Abad. Abad fires it in deep. McDonough in the corner. Looking to cycle the puck. Keeping it in. Tossing it to the net. Just wide. I think what Salem is looking at is they're very aggressive offensive team, and wisely they're keeping a guy long and they're stretching him out, and they're doing it well. So chipping it in first on the puck, Griffin Gagne, just trying to keep it down deep while he gets the numbers coming back with him. He was on the ice actually by himself, I think, there for a moment. Tyler Gamble. Firing it in, off the end wall, bounces out front, bouncy puck. That could have been a disaster right there for Salem.
It's all about making those, making your own opportunity.
Oh, what a pass right there. Off the post. Chance after chance Salem's going to have. I don't know how many more we can withstand.
Not sure why they waves the offsides there, or the icing there.
Not sure either.
Definitely a break for Bedford.
Tyler Gamble, quick shot out front, right there by Brett Vayu. Gamble down low to Gagne. Nice play by the goaltender right there to come up with that save and just be able to just shut down that offensive chance. Well, what happened there on that play, Kev, was both defensemen stepped in on the play at the red line and collided with each other, essentially just taking out any presence out there. And then Salem went down on a 2-on-0.
Yeah, 3-on-0.
Just an unfortunate bounce right there.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking for this line to step up here and not get beat long. Big hit right there put on him. Tempesta stepping into a forward.
That was a good hit.
It was a good hit, clean. Nate John trying to battle through a couple bodies there. And it's out with the puck again. Tempestuous looking to line up that body right there. And offside's call at the blue line. So 2.2 seconds left here. Looks like we're going to see the end of the first period go back 0-0. So far, it's been a very exciting game. Bedford really containing, as you said earlier, containing a little more sustained pressure in the offensive zone. But I think the number of chances really go in favor of Salem, with chance after chance, especially with one of those shots going off the post.
Yeah, it just hasn't been Bedford's best game defensively. They need to go back in the locker room and draw it up on the whiteboard again and kind of figure out a way to counteract Salem's long pass strategy, which has been working very well. They've gotten 5-6 breakaways on it, at least.
Exactly. Well, they hit the post last time. I mean,
yeah.
Alex made a lot of nice plays. He's coming out challenging the plays, but at some point, these guys are going to figure out Alex and score, right? So we can't give them that too many chances. So that stretch pass is really effective at the moment. They got to go to the drawing board, talk a little bit about whiteboard, and figure out exactly what to do to sort of shut that down and then come back in the second period a little bit stronger. So long change in the second period might be, maybe we'll see a little more offensive opportunities for both sides.
Yep.
So, all right, we'll be back for second period action in a few moments. For the first period, what your thoughts are, and then anything moving forward in this period.
Well, in the first period, I definitely thought Salem had the better opportunities. They were better at breaking the puck out. But I also at the same time thought Bedford had more sustained offensive pressure. So if Bedford can prevent Salem from getting those breakouts, those successful breakouts like they've been having, and they can still somehow maintain that offensive pressure that they've been having all through the first period, I think they're going to do a lot better this period. What they have to do is they just have to keep a defender back and take away that cherry picker, because that's what's been killing them.
I agree. That stretch pass has really been a challenge. Hopefully they are able to work on that and at least talk about it. You know, the one component that they really need to have is a forward, you know, not be so super aggressive like they normally are, and have a forward make sure they're coming back and back checking and in the play. So I think that's really the difference, is they need that player there. So, and we're about to begin the second period. Drop of the puck here. Not really sure who won that one, but it goes back to D to D for Salem, and again with the long pass, trying to just get it in the zone, and very effectively. Matt Musgrave behind the net just gets caved in by the forward from Salem, and just cycling the puck in the corner. Good 2-on-2 battle. Quick pass out front. Salem looking for a shot here, unable to gain control. Jared Carlson, quick shot. Big hit in the corner. Matt and Musgrave behind the net, just trying to shoulder to shoulder. Gagne out with the puck, looking to break. Trying to get it in deep, unable to. Gagne with the puck again, just circles back, tosses it in. All 5 Bedford players go to the bench, leaving a guy wide open, number 14. Oh, he's just offsides. What a good look from the D. They could have sprung him and sent him in. This is that stretch pass they got to be aware of, Kev.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they really solved it during the intermission. I thought they would come out with a better game plan. That one had something to do with the line change, but still, you got to be better in your line changes. You can't be changing your entire line, leaving Salem with a clear opportunity to break out. That's how you're going to get scored on.
And a quick break, and there goes the forward. Oh, what a chance. He should have scored. He had the play, and he just couldn't put it in the net.
It's going to be offsides.
Delayed offsides. Everyone back in play. Abad throwing it in deep. Little delayed offsides again. D to D. Out with the puck. Matt Giroux. Tempesta coming in to help out. Just tossing it out to the neutral zone and fires it back in. Abad unable to get to that puck. Tell you what, that ice surface is just so big and you're just unfamiliar with it. That puck just continued to rim around. He never got to it.
Yep.
So we're going to see both teams changing up lines here. 13-16 remaining in the second period. Again with the long stretch passes, the Salem team is very effective. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to find the back of the net, but they had a chance there. on a great face-off win in the defensive zone that led to a breakaway in the offensive zone moments later.
Yeah, and if it weren't for number 35 right now, this game could easily be 2-3-0.
Oh, easy.
Easily. He's just been unreal.
Slipping on the wet ice. Jay Roberto just cycling it down low couldn't keep it in. Out. Quick shot. A real nice easy save right there, glove save. Need to get some traffic in front of this goalie. This goalie's very, very good. We're seeing a couple of good goaltenders right here, but you got to get traffic in front of the net. You know, make it very difficult for him to see.
Yeah, rebounds are going to be your friend against this guy. When you got a goalie as high of a caliber as this guy, you're going to want to try to get shots low on net, generate some rebounds, because it's very difficult when it's a hard shot low to control where the rebound goes. So that's going to be Bedford's friend right here, because they got a really solid goalie in net.
Jacob Rio trying to make a swim move with his stick, trying to get a quick shot on net. Couldn't do it. Challenging the play, McDonough off the glass, out of the zone again. Rio at the blue line, battling. Brett Silva trying to step into a player there, couldn't do so.
There's a penalty coming up on Bedford.
We're going to get a hooking call, and Rio's looking for a holding call. But it's going to be a penalty. Down goes Bedford, shorthanded. Jacob Rio to the box. So this will be the first odd man opportunity both teams have seen for the game. This is a big opportunity here for Salem to try to strike first in this game. So winning the faceoff to the corner. Brett Silva battling in the corner and out. Just nice, a little soft pass out, makes it all the way the length of the ice. Just trying to burn off a little time here on the clock. Salem through the neutral zone. Carrying in, stopping at the blue line, letting his teammates get in the zone. Top of the umbrella. Quick shot, wide of the net. Setting up the umbrella again at the top. Shot, blocker save. Another shot. Out front, kick save. And to the back of the net goes the Salem Saints. The Salem Blue Devils score first, 1-0 on a very effective power play. You know, just too many chances, Kev. Too many chances, bouncing puck, and they capitalize. Finally find the back of the net.
Yeah, and like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, Bedford needed to stay out of the box. We said over and over again, Salem's power play is too good. And what did we see right there? Salem just manhandled that entire power play. Absolutely manhandled them. And I'm not discrediting Bedford's penalty kill, but Salem's just that good on the power play.
Well, Salem strikes first, 1-0, Blue Devils. 11:45 remaining in the first. Pardon me, in the second. And here they come again. Number 3, Kyle Svensson. Quickly just making a maneuver around the defender who didn't step up into that play and up over the top of the glove of Alec Lindbergh. And we're going to see a change in lines for the Bulldogs, trying to get some fresh legs out here. Very, very quick second goal makes it 2-0. Striking hard again, Salem Blue Devils, 2-0.
Yeah, we're just seeing here that Alec Lindbergh is in fact human and can't make every stop. He's been unbelievable up until this point, and he let in that one goal, and it just looks like it deflated him a little bit, and he's not as confident in himself. But he's just been so good up until this point. And neither of those goals were his fault.
No, they need to be, the forwards and the D really need to just step up here. And here comes Tempesta looking for a teammate. Behind the net. Just a bouncy puck, and out comes the Blue Devils again. Staying at the blue line, trying to keep it in. Big hit right there. Just sending Donato off his feet. No harm, he's fine. Just waiting for the announcements there as they go through. So Blue Devils are up 2-0. Two very, very quick goals, probably within 15 seconds of each other. And it's that's going to be a big hurdle right here for the Bedford Bulldogs to overcome. 10:37 remaining in the second period. Trying to do anything out here, trying to establish some sort of urgency here on the behalf of the Bulldogs. Looks like the Bulldogs are getting manhandled at the moment physically, Kev. They're going to need to really step up and sort of match the intensity and match the level of ability here of the Salem team.
Yeah, I think Bedford's been playing relatively physical, but I just don't think they've met a competition as physical as Salem before, and they don't really know how to respond to it.
Well, the Salem, as we talked about, the Salem team has a lot of seniors on it, so they're an older club, so they know how to play the body. They've been doing it a little bit longer. So this team from Bedford, while they do have some seniors on it, but it's a very sophomore-heavy team. A lot of younger players, and they're going to need to really just figure out their level of intensity here and bring it. So down behind the net, here comes Salem. Long out pass, looking for a stretch pass and finishing his check. Kind of a late hit right there, but finishing his check, not too bad. So they let it go. Salem's very, very good, just effective in the offensive zone, able to just push pucks down deep below the goal line and make Bedford work the entire 200 feet here. Griffin Gagne, 1-on-2, just loses the puck off sides, and it looks like we're going to get a power play in favor of the Bulldogs here. Headed to the box, number 4, Jake Burns for a slash. I didn't see that, Kev. Did you pick up on it?
Yeah, I did see it. I think it was Tyler Gamble along the near wall here had the puck, and I saw two-handed coming over the back of him, and it whacked him right in the midsection of the stick. It was pretty obvious to me. I saw it. I didn't see the ref's hand go up. I must have missed that one.
I didn't see it. So. How are you?
Yeah. This puck's coming back down into Bedford zone. Alex Abad picking it up, skating around the net, passing it up to Brett Vayu. Vayu taking it in. All right, I'll let you take over.
Sorry, I got distracted. I have a player I used to coach walk by and said hello to me for a moment. So played for the Bedford Bulldogs middle school team. So now he's playing for Central Catholic. So 1:37 remains on the power play for the Bulldogs. Face off to our right, to the left of the Salem goaltender. Bulldogs in black, Salem in white. Looking to draw it back to Alex Abad. Jay Roberto getting removed from the face-off dot. In comes Jacob Rio.
Now here's the line I've been waiting to see all game. I haven't seen them out together yet. This Vayu, Roberto, and Rio line, which has just been so dominant all year. I think being on the power play together, this is Bedford's opportunity to get back in it.
Oh, backdoor pass right there. Unable to connect. Just off a skate and just goes wide. So they're really working this right-hand half wall here. Alex back to Rio, to Roberto. Alex Abad, quick shot. Off the crossbar and into the stands.
That was a bomb.
That was a real nice shot.
That was an absolute bomb. What a shot.
So unable to capitalize right there off the crossbar and into the screen. So face off again to the right. And keeping it in at the blue line. Abad back down low. Roberto. Top of the umbrella. Abad quick shot. And into the back of the net. Tipped. Jacob Rio with a goal. Boy, Kev, you're right, man. This line is just so solid with a real effective power play. That was just a simple shot from the point that didn't really materialize until it hit the goalie, and then it was on. And a nice tip in by Jake Rio.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like I said, this goal is good, but if you get shots low, he's going to give up rebounds. That's exactly what happened there. It was a low shot. It wasn't incredibly hard, but he went down and get it, and it went off his pad and was right there for, I think it was Roberto who put it in.
It may have been Roberto. I couldn't quite tell. I have to look at the replay, but I just missed it on our small screen here. You know what, though? Real good play.
Penalty coming up on Bedford.
It looks like Tyler Gamble heading to the box, 2 minutes. Looks like an interference call.
Yeah, I didn't really see that.
He hadn't really established a position there, but the player from Salem came in hard, and you know, it could have gone either way. I think both players were trying to battle for position, but so Bulldogs go shorthanded for 2 minutes. 7:52 remains in the second period, 2-1. Really changing momentum in favor of the Bulldogs there, but you know, taking a power play, taking a penalty right there really could potentially hurt the Bulldogs here. This power play is so good.
That was
wow,
offsides.
That looked like it was offsides. They wave it off.
Yep.
Advantage to the Salem.
I was just watching that play on our little screen, and hey, that was a bad call. I'll say it right now. That was just a bad call.
I have the courtesy of working with a referee, and they don't say that too often about each other, but big hit right there by Chase Valancourt. Rimming that puck around. Brett Silva trying to get it out. Keeping it in, number 8 from Salem. Kyle Nagri, one of the seniors, one of the captains, at the top of the umbrella. Oh, we're going to get another power play here. Penalty on the Bulldogs. We're going to see Valancourt go to the box for interference.
Come on, guys. That's ridiculous. That's not. Oh man, that's 2 bad calls in a row.
Wow.
And, you know, I'm usually impartial to this, but come on, guys.
Wow, it looked like it could have been a little bit of an embellishment there. We could have saw a little bit of an embellishment call, maybe call both players, but no such luck. So after a goal by the Bulldogs to make it 2-1, they're back in this game, and they've taken 2 penalties and really wiped out the momentum that they had. But if they can kill both of these penalties off, it might be the jump start that they're looking for, or continue with that momentum swing. So setting up right now, here comes Salem, keeping players wide, both sides of the ice, setting up the umbrella, across, firing that puck over the net. Lindbergh never moved on it, probably didn't see it, bodies in front of the net. Cycling back in, stopping at the blue line. Top of the umbrella. Beautiful play in front of the net right there by Drew Conley, able to just hold off the player from Salem and give his goaltender a real good look at that shot. Trying to go 5-hole, closing that up real effectively, and able to send it to the length of the ice, and off goes one player from the Bulldogs. Now a 5-on-4, Tyler Gamble's out. Stays on the ice. Could have been offsides right there as players were coming off the bench, but no call. No goal. Well, Alec Lindbergh looking behind him for that as it got through. That sort of squeaked through his arm right there, Kev, and able to put a glove on it.
Yeah, I think Bedford got a little break there, but to be honest, it's kind of a makeup for the two questionable penalties called earlier, and possibly missed offsides. So I'm in the second period here, not been too happy with the officiating.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we have to go with it. So it's not what we want at the moment. So nice pass, D to D, quick, nice leg pad save, kicks it wide of the net, off to the corner. Nice play out in front of the net right there by Alex Abad. Holding onto the puck, waiting to be challenged, and just fires it in the goalie. Any shot's a good shot, so 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and here we go, 5-on-5 action again. Stepping out at the penalty box. Trying to dump it in. A little bit of a sloppy play there, trying to figure it out. Well, the Bulldogs are a little bit of a quandary. They had three defensemen out there. Now they got to be able to get their player off, and they're back to the right 5 guys. Dumping it in. A lot of white shirts on the ice right there. Abad with the puck, bringing it in, holding it at the blue line, looking for a rebound, low pad save. That's a great shot right there, Kevin. Looking for that low pad save as one of his teammates goes hard to the net. Makes a difficult save for the goalie who had the glove save that as opposed to kicking it wide, or that might have gone to a teammate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's those low shots that are going to get you the opportunities, and not everyone's going to come out to be a rebound, but you'll probably, if you get 25% of those to get a rebound, odds are you're going to be able to put one of them in, and that's what happened on the Bedford's only goal of the game on the power play.
Well, again, very effective play at the blue line, able to just knock the puck in and forecheck really hard on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs defensively are struggling right now as they go back to behind the net and can't make that play out of the zone. Jay Roberto. Nice play by Brett Silva stepping into that passing lane. Holding up at the blue line, sending it in on net. Rio looking for a pass out front. Finds Roberto. Nice save by the goaltender there just to swallow up any type of a pass. So 3:28 remains in the second period. Nice effective shorthanded play right there by the Bulldogs to kill both penalties on a 5-on-3. Maybe we can see a little momentum swing here. Maybe this line can get a goal for the Bulldogs as we get an offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, it'd be a huge momentum change right here. If Bedford scores late in the period, I think it just turns this into a whole different game.
So behind the net, Drew Conley looking for a forward. Coming back into the play is Nate John. Just chipping it out. Here comes Tempesta with Voloshin. Voloshin going hard to the net. Blocked. Effectively blocked by the defenseman from Salem. And looking for a teammate, sends it the length of the ice. So we're going to see an icing call. So Bedford's going to regroup here. Offensive zone face-off to our left, to the goaltender's right. Looking to bring it to Voloshin here. Can't do so. Quick shot on net, looking for a rebound. Tossed down for his trouble right there. Donato Tempesta. Not one of the bigger bodies on the ice, but definitely likes to be involved.
Kid can lay the body down. I'll say, he has killed some people, and he's not a big kid, but I've seen him lay down some brutal hits. Just like Patrick Gagliardi last year.
He was a monster.
Both are.
I love watching Patrick play, man. Again, looking for that long stretch pass. Nice play right there by Matt. Tempesta with the puck. I'm not sure he was going to make it through three guys right there.
Doesn't hurt to try.
No, not at all. Abad just sending it back in deep. Looks like it's going to make its way to Tyler Gamble behind the net. Stayed at home there. Griffin Gagne was looking for a pass. Just too many sticks, too many bodies in the way. Very strong defensive team this Salem team is. They don't give many chances in front of the net. Unable to hold the blue line. Bulldogs, so back in behind the net. Goalie stops the puck for this teammate. Nice play by Tyler Gamble. Quick little backhanded shot by Griffin Gagne. I'm not sure the goaltender was quite ready for that one.
No. As I've been saying, low shots on net. If you catch the goalie off guard a little bit, might give up a rebound. The only way you're going to be able to score on this goalie is by rebounds. You're not going to be able to take a slap shot from the point unless you got a lot of traffic in front and you get a tip. But he's a solid goalie. So rebounds. You really
got to get him to move too.
Yeah.
It's in traffic and movement. It's the same thing. It's You know, same thing that coaches preach all the time. Jacob Rio, quick shot, looking for a bunt, and there's the rebound we were talking about right there, Kevin. You called it. Jay Roberto coming through. You know, I didn't want to say anything too earlier, but, you know, as strong of a glove save that he's been making, he's been kind of fly swatting at the puck and swatted at that one and knocked it down and unable to catch it, picking up that loose puck. Jay Roberto able to find the back of the net. Just a nice play.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And you called it, Kev, just shots on net and getting that rebound. So 2-2. It's been a very, very challenging period for the Bulldogs, and they're able to hold serve. Jay Roberto looking for a teammate. McDonough chips it out. Roberto pokes it by the defender. Here comes McDonough looking for a play. Unable to keep it in. 42 seconds remain. It's a 2-on-2 break here. Big hit right there by Jacob Rio into the corner. Big hit right there by Valancourt in the corner. There goes a player down. He looks like he might have knocked the wind out of him a little bit. Glove save by the goalie. Looks like it might have been offsides. So 16.5 seconds remain. Offsides call at the blue line. Must have been the player at the far side. I didn't see it, but must have been him. One last chance. Brett Veyu goes in hard, looking to create some offense here. Time winding down. Quick pass out front, no dice. So second period ends 2-2. Kev, we've seen a lot of action in this period. It's been an interesting period where the Bulldogs went down 2-0. Two quick goals by our Salem, the opponent, but they were able to just fight back. And in between the two goals they scored, they killed off a 5-on-3 that was really a big thing for them to do. They could have gone down 3-1. What are we looking for in the third period?
If they got to play like they did in the second half of this second period, they looked great. They were breaking out clean. They were taking away Salem's long pass. They were getting shots on net. Both of Bedford's goals wasn't anything special. Shot from the point on net, rebound, put it in. It wasn't. We're not seeing dangles around 8 guys, and we're not seeing, you know, these crazy drawn up plays. It's simple stuff that's going in. So I think Bedford's just got to keep playing simple and keep pressure on.
I agree. Well, as advertised, number 1 versus number 2, this has been a heck of a game. It's 2-2 going into the third period. It's really anybody's game at this point. So stay tuned and keep out for this game. Don't turn off your sets. This is going to be a great third period. So we'll be back for third period action in a few moments.
We might go dark for a little bit. We got to change the batteries, but we'll be back very shortly.
Thanks, Kev.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. Bulldogs 2, Salem 2. A real interesting second period, Kev. I think we're in for a treat for the third period. This is going to be a good third period action. Back on the ice, Asa Parker taking the face-off. So I'm sure the Bulldogs are excited to welcome him back.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of energy right now, so look for him to be a difference maker here.
I think he may be. You know, Marty, you got to appreciate him. Quite the disciplinarian. Doesn't matter who you are. You know, something happens, and unfortunately, they have some team rules, and he needed to abide by them. So I wish I knew the full details and the scope of what happened. I don't, and that's okay. I don't really need to know. But he's back, and we appreciate it. So Bulldogs looking for a long pass through the neutral zone. Quick steal. Tyler Gamble looking to put a little pressure on the defenseman there. Unable to hold the puck in, and back goes Matt Giroux. Smart play right there. Alec Lindbergh able to just cover that up. So again, you know, one of the big advantages for the Bulldogs, as we've talked about after a few games here, Kev, you and I, is Bulldogs really effectively running 3 lines up the opponents. Not many opponents can do that. The big surface today might wear down Salem a little bit.
Yeah, and that's been a common theme throughout the whole year, and even in years past. Bedford's always been at least three-line team, and you might see little signs of fatigue from Salem, whereas Bedford not so much because they have that luxury of throwing 3 full lines out there all the time.
So out with the puck, here comes Nate John through the neutral zone, looking to get the puck deep, trying to find a teammate. Behind the net, Tempesta trying to pull it back out. Quick pass out front. Nate John, shot just wide. Tempesta just to the side of the net, kicked wide. Can't control that puck on the boards. And out with the puck comes Salem, looking to get it in deep again. Unable to do so. The puck remains in the neutral zone. Here comes Salem on a quick break, looking for the weak side guy. Oh, good pass too. Wow, that was just a little bit of sloppy play right there. Guys skating out of the zone before they had possession of the puck.
Yeah, that was real sloppy. Bedford should have been able to get that puck at least on 3 different occasions. It was just slowly coming across the middle, and no one was doing anything. And I don't know what that was, but definitely not good.
Well, Blue Devils take the lead 3-2. 13-10 remains in the third period. Looks like Bulldogs are going to have to fight back again. A little confusion at the face-off dot.
Finally getting to see this this Vayu, Roberto, and Ryu line not on the power play. Obviously, one of the most dominant lines all year. I'm really glad to see them back out together in a non-special teams situation.
Well, bounce behind the net. Behind the net goes Rio. Musgrave. Oh, off the legs of the defender. Fortunate bounce right to Drew Conley through the neutral zone. Looking for that long pass again. Just a little sloppy play, both sides. Finally into the zone goes Salem. Nice play right there at the neutral zone. Shot wide. First to the puck, Rio. Back to the D. Back in deep. Nice. Not a shot on net. That was a nice pass off the end wall. And here comes Salem again. So at the blue line, throws it on net. Again, an effective play, throw it on net. Lindbergh able to swallow up the rebound. So down quick in the third period, Kev. 11:49 remains in the third period. Down 3-2, the Bulldogs are. Who's going to step up here? Who's going to be the guy?
If you're looking to Bedford, I just think that Vayu, Roberto, Rio line has just been so good. And we haven't really seen them much, and when we have, they scored. They were on the power play, and they dominated the power play. So I'm looking to them to be the difference makers here.
Well,
I wouldn't say it's going to be one guy. But.
Yeah, exactly. No, hey, that's okay. I like the fact that you picked out 3 guys. That's okay. You know, because this is a team. It's not one guy. Well, a little bit of little play here in the neutral zone. Salem looking to get it in and deep, and they can't. Off a leg. It's like a neutral zone face-off here right in front of the bench of the Bulldogs. So 11-13, this is the first time we've seen this this makeup of this line here with Donato, Nate John, and McDonough. So Tempesta at center, Nate John on his left, and McDonough on his right.
It's an odd pairing right there. Didn't really expect that one, but we'll see if it works.
Well, Nate John sends it in deep. Takes a big hit for his troubles. Sending that puck out long. The Blue Devils, and again behind the net goes a defenseman. Looking for Nate John. Chip pass out to Tempesta. Nice job by McDonough, able to get that puck in deep. keeping it in at the blue line. Loose puck. And this team just turns around and knows where their players are and their teammates are going to be. They're going to be wide, and they're looking for a long pass. It works for this Blue Devils team.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of that has to do with the size of this rink.
Yeah, I think you're right.
If it was on a smaller rink, I think they'd have a lot more difficult time doing this. And I'll be interested to see. I don't know, do these two teams play at St. A's when Bedford would be home?
No, this is the one time they play each other.
I would just be curious to see how differently this game looks on a smaller size rink.
Vayu with a chance. Just not a solid opportunity, but he got a chance nonetheless. Out with the puck off the boards. 2-on-2. Quick shot, glove save. Real effective shot right there by the Blue Devils, and just, again, just chances on the net.
That's all you need. You just need to get shots on net, and you're eventually going to be able to put one in. We haven't seen much superstardom here, where one guy takes it and skates around all the defenders and scores. It's been a lot of rebounds and tip-ins.
Quick break right there. Oh, Jacob Rio couldn't quite get to that puck. Trying anything right there to get a shot as the puck just escaped the defenseman. Tossing it in deep. First on the puck. Boy, the Blue Devils really play end-to-end. They are a very effective team from goal line to goal line. Unable to connect on that pass, Drew Conley and Jay Roberto. Parker with the puck, looking for help, passing it back to the D, but had just changed and couldn't get to the blue line in time. So rimming that puck around, Alex Abad. A real nice play by the goaltender to step into that behind the net and make that stop. Oh, we're going to get a penalty here on the Bulldogs. That's a real bogus call right there.
I could see why they called it, though. They were tangled up, and he was letting them go, and Gagnon just gave that little shove right after. And
I think he's frustrated because of the hold and the grab and the tug, and you're going to let it all go except for that.
Yeah.
But it was the last one, and you always see the last one, so that's a shame.
Yeah, there was definitely a hook there on Salem.
So shorthanded, 8:44 remains in the third period. Not an opportune time for a penalty here for the Bulldogs. Looking for that long stretch pass was Asa Parker. So next on the puck, Nate John just putting a little pressure as both forwards just kind of rotate through. Out with the puck, Salem. Staying wide, gaining the zone, looking for someone, fires it around. All 5 white jerseys in the zone. Very nice, effective power play. At the top of the umbrella, looking for a player. Sends it wide, stick in the passing lane, sends that puck well over everybody to the back wall. Again, Salem really controlling the play here at the half wall up to the top. Quick shot. Puck makes it through Brett Silva all the way to the goalie. Alec Lindbergh able to swallow up that shot, no rebound. So 1:02 remains on this power play. Boy, this power play is solid, Kev, from Salem. They just control the play.
Yeah, that was one of our key points before the game, that Bedford had to stay out of the penalty box, and definitely not getting any help from the referees here, but it's just they're getting in the box too much.
Wow, that was a fortunate save right there as the Salem Blue Devil was able to just fire that into the goalie's pads. He had half of the net wide open. But again, in a pretty good position, Alex, playing very well, Alec Lindbergh. able to get that puck to the neutral zone and far enough. Challenging the play, Cam Blaisdell. Just putting pressure on, goes behind the net, puts a body, and out with the puck. Defenseman trying to make a steal right there. Could have been a nice play, but unable to do so. So again, they seem to rim it around and work it to that far half wall. Get it to the top of the umbrella. Out with the puck, number 2, looking for a shot. Rips a slap shot right into the stomach there of Alec Lindberg. So a good save, no rebound again. Really important during this power play, Kev, to not give up any rebounds. Really give your defenseman a chance to rest, maybe change. Good play right there by Lindberg.
Yeah, good job to just swallow that puck up and allow Bedford to get a line change here, get some fresh killers out there because they were tired. They were out there for well over a minute.
So 14 seconds remains on this power play. We're looking for changes. Guys are skating off, guys are skating on. Probably going to get the center from Salem to be tossed out of the center ice dot here.
They better kick him. Yeah, there you go.
And he's out. So 7 minutes remain. 3-2 in favor of the Blue Devils after a real nice goal there to take the lead. 5 seconds remains on the penalty. Looking for a last shot from the Blue Devils, blocked. 5-on-5 now. Back in the play is Griffin Gagne at center. To the neutral zone, D to D, to the red line, and back in the zone. And again, a very, very effective, methodical play by Salem. Put pressure on the D from the Bulldogs and make them work hard. Just cycling the puck down low. Salem, quick pass out front, couldn't connect. That would have been a chance right there. Behind the net, changing directions, looking for a player to help out. Nice pass right there. Quick shot. Again, nice save by Lindberg. Well, Marty's trying to match lines here. Both teams trying to figure out who's going out. To the half wall, down below the goal line. Jay Roberto looking for a forward, and out they come. Bulldogs to the red line, looking to get it in deep. Two-on-one, 2-on-2, quick shot, just wide of the net. Into the neutral zone. Alex Abad with the puck. Looking to go far wing. Jay Roberto off the referee.
Ooh,
takes a late hit right there. Again, this Salem team taking liberties out there and really delivering some later hits, some later checks. But high school hockey, they have a little bit more time.
Yeah, but still, that was a late hit.
Here comes a chance. Unfortunately, it's from the blue line, and the goalie got to see it the whole way and fires it on net. Back in the zone. Asa Parker looking for a steal, couldn't do so. Nice little play, number 8, quick shot, just wide. Back behind the net. Salem regrouping, looking for a couple changes. Colin Voloshin. Chipping that puck in. After the puck goes Asa Parker. Bouncy puck, Tempesta. Looking for a pass right there. And regrouping. D to D, looking for a long pass. Asa Parker controlling the play. Off the shin pads. Again, off the shin pads at the blue line. That could have been dangerous. And it's 2-on-2. Back checking all the way. Donato Tempesta all the way back after he was in front of the net at the other end. Able to break up an opportunity there for the Blue Devils.
You got a penalty on Tempesta, I think. No, maybe it might be offside.
I think they called offsides?
Yeah, okay.
I thought there was going to be a penalty called there as well.
Yeah.
But no, I agreed with you actually on that play. I actually agreed with you.
It looked like it, but, you know, after all is said and done, these refs owe Bedford a decent amount. There's been some pretty terrible calls.
Drew Conley looking for a player here. And again, the long stretch pass through the neutral zone. Tip up over the shoulder. What a nice tip right there. Shot on net. Just throw it to the net, and it was a beautiful redirection. Unfortunate for Alec Lindbergh. Down making the play and just up over his shoulder. Couldn't do anything about that one.
Yeah.
Blue Devils 4-2 now. 2:38 remains. This is going to be a tough one, Kev. 2 goals in the last 2 minutes and 38 seconds. I hope it can be done. I'd like to see these guys go to overtime. I'd love to see a little more hockey here.
It's been a pretty good game overall. Bedford just had some defensive breakdowns, some bad luck, and but I think these are really 2 evenly matched teams.
I think so as well. You know what? I would have pegged the Salem team as the best team in the state, you know, from the beginning, and it has held true at this point. Yeah. He kind of grabbed that puck.
Okay.
All right. Well, Alec, nice play at the blue line. Alex at the nice play, but it was definitely him trying to make a play to himself.
Yeah, he just held on to it for a little too long.
Yep, just a little bit too long. So face-off in the defensive zone to our right, to Alec Lindbergh's left. 2:17 remains. Face-off win. Quick fire around. Brett Veyu trying to get to it first. Unfortunately, he did not. Back to neutral zone it goes. Here comes Brett Silva. Going around. Bringing it in. Shot on net. Trying to make a play out front.
And Lindbergh has been pulled down the other end.
Well, they got 2 goals they have to make up, so you got to pull them out a little bit earlier than normal.
Got to make sure you're not shooting into a defenseman's shin pads like that.
Yeah, that's true. Quick shot, just wide. Oh, another rebound, had a chance. Oh, unable to just stretch out and get that pass. Wow, that's going to seal it up right there. 1:27 remains. And number 2, Cody Susi, one of the assistant captains, senior, just picking off that pass to the blue line, able to carry that in and pretty much seal the deal here for a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, that Asa pass should have been connected. It was a little off. If that had connected, they would have had a better chance, but a little bad luck and not much they can do about it.
Well, back in the neutral zone. Abad firing it in. This Salem team just really seems to be in the right place all the time. Not once in a while, all the time. They've picked off a number of passes, a number of plays. They're just a very, very well-coached, talented team.
Yep. They definitely know what they're doing. They got good systems in place. They got a lot of talent. It's a tough game overall.
Well, again, with the stretch pass in the neutral zone, sending it to the red line and just chipping it in. Tempesta putting a big shoulder on somebody over there. That was the guy he was battling with, number 17 earlier. And again with another big collision.
So shoving back and forth there between 17 and Tempesta.
I like the fire out there, the Bulldogs, and no give up there. But time expires. Bulldogs lose 5-2, first loss of the season. So Salem Blue Devils remain undefeated here. Bulldogs first loss of the season. They go down 8-1. 8-1 at the moment. They lose this game 5-2. Quite honestly, Kev, it was a pretty good game, back and forth much of the game. But the chances really weighed a little bit heavier. The more scoring chances weighed a little heavier in favor of the Salem Blue Devils, and they just capitalized more often than not. So it's unfortunate, but Bulldogs lose here. Any parting thoughts?
I mean, I don't think Bedford played bad per se. They struggled a little bit defensively, but this has definitely been by far the best matchup of the season. I think if they keep working on their game, and once if they play Salem not on their home rink and not on such a big ice like this, I think they'll be able to do a little better, and they'll be able to contain that long pass a little better.
I agree. I think this is definitely an advantage. A lot of times you watch the UNH hockey games, you go to UNH, they have that Olympic surface, and they use every inch of that surface. So same thing, well-coached team here by Salem Blue Devils. So congratulations to Salem today on a nice victory. 5-2 loss for the Bulldogs. They'll regroup. They won't be regrouping very long. Wednesday they play Pinkerton, another tough team. They beat Pinkerton earlier this year, but there were some challenges on the Pinkerton side. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of a grittier game on Wednesday afternoon versus Pinkerton. So hopefully you can join us there. If you can't make it, hopefully you can make it to the game. The game's at 4:30 on Wednesday night at the Ice Den in Hooksett. So should be making up for a good matchup. So my colleague here, Kevin Johnson, Steve Tempesta, thanks to Mike Courier, Castle Hill Sports. We appreciate you providing us this live stream opportunity. Thank you and take care.